Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this emergency live broadcast. We are now seeing Washington, D.C. under a full lockdown with walls coming up. We saw the terror attack in Louisiana, the terror attack on Trump Tower in Las Vegas. There's the connection between these guys and the second would-be Trump assassin. They are all connected. Plus, you will be shocked at what was found in the car and discovered. The guy that blew up Trump Tower suffered a gunshot wound to the head before the explosives went off. So how did he detonate it? That's a great question, and we need answers. Washington, D.C. is under full lockdown, and investigators believe that somebody is sending a message to Elon Musk and Donald Trump right before Trump's confirmation on January 6th, right? Be careful. You're in danger. This is why Washington, D.C. today is under full lockdown with walls coming up to protect the Capitol. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me for this live. Please give the video a thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed with bell notification buttons on. Leave me a comment. Do you think ISIS is behind this by themselves? Or do you think the deep state is telling them to move? I'd love to hear your opinions and read your comments. Really quickly, before we continue, I got to give a big shout out to my good friend Matthew Geiger, the owner of VERITY Metals. Ladies and gentlemen, gold and silver, especially in perilous times like this, cash, gold and silver, and that good old lead keeps some money up. Matthew Geiger, he's a patriot, donates to the Trump campaign regularly, does IRAs, 401ks, retirement plans, and cash savings. And you will get free silver when you call Matthew today, 480-717-9081, and tell him Vlad sent you. He'll take care of you. He is also the only one in the nation who can legally set you up with self-storage IRA options. Links down below in the description. Let's get right into it. We're jumping right onto Twitter. So here's Washington, D.C. Full lockdown. They are setting up walls. Listen to this. This one, crazy. Breaking. The suspects in yesterday's attacks on Bourbon Street in New Orleans and Trump Tower in Las Vegas both served at Fort Bragg, the same military base Ryan Ruth visited over 100 times before attempting to take Donald Trump's life. Let's not forget, Ryan Ruth never served. What the hell was he doing at Fort Bragg? What was Ryan Ruth doing over 100 times in the span of less than 2 years at a military base when he wasn't even military himself? And now we know that both Louisiana terrorists and the Vegas terrorists served there. Check this out. This is the sheriff's department and some of the stuff they've discovered.
Identification. We also found a passport. We found a Desert Eagle 50 caliber semi-automatic pistol. And if you'll notice on a lot of these guns that we're going to talk about here, they're almost just burnt beyond recognition as well. There's a SLR model B30 semi-automatic firearm. Number of fireworks that were still in the vehicle that had to be removed. Notably, we found an iPhone and a smartwatch, and then several credit cards were also in the name of our subject. Our subject is 37-year-old Matthew Livelsberger. He's of Colorado Springs, Colorado, born July 22nd of 1987. Now, as you'll see here on a picture of his driver's license, let's see, the question really still remains for me, and I know that there's a lot of you folks in the media that are identifying this person as the person in our vehicle. As I mentioned to you already, His body is burnt beyond recognition, and I do still not have confirmation 100% that that is the individual that was inside of our.
Let's continue. This is another crazy one. Right here.
Now, further complicating this
one is crazy right here. Listen to this.
Identification of this individual. We also discovered through the coroner's office that the individual had sustained a gunshot wound to the head prior to the detonation of the vehicle. One of the handguns was found at his feet inside of the vehicle.
So listen to this. In order for the bomb to go off, you needed to detonate it. It couldn't go off by itself. But the guy suffered a gunshot wound to the head prior to it being detonated. How? Make it make sense. I want to understand. How did this happen? Who detonated the bomb in the Tesla Cybertruck if the guy had a bullet in his head? And here's something else I want to show you. We're going to go on George's Twitter page. Listen to this. Hold on. I'm going to show you something. Okay. George made this post, and here's what it writes. Legacy Media says, why does nobody trust us? Legacy Media also says this. We don't know whether the pro-Ukrainian suspect who blew up a Cybertruck feet away from the Trump Tower Hotel entrance was pro-Trump or anti-Trump. And you can't make this up. Listen to this.
Well, it's all speculation at this point, and we don't know whether this person was, pro-Trump, anti-Trump, maybe some kind of Islamic connection, although I don't think that. Well, it's all speculation at this point, and
listen, it's all speculation at this point.
We don't know whether this person was, pro-Trump, anti-Trump, maybe some kind of Islamic connection.
The brainworms. The brainworms inside the mainstream news media. Think about this. A guy lives in Colorado, rents a Tesla Cybertruck, fills it with bombs, fireworks, and cans full of gasoline, grabs a bunch of guns, drives hundreds of miles from Colorado to Las Vegas. Out of all the buildings he could have chose in Colorado, in between Colorado and Las Vegas, and then when he came to Las Vegas, all these other towers, MGM, the Bellagio, Circus, the Flamingo. I mean, I can just go on and on and on. No, he has to drive 2 blocks off the strip to get to Trump Tower, gets close to Trump Tower and detonates it. And then these guys are like, well, maybe he's a Trump supporter. And then people wonder why nobody trusts the mainstream news media anymore. People like me, small YouTubers, are the media now. Big YouTubers, small media, whatever. And I'll say this. Am I right all the time? I'm not. Do I have the best quality of production? I don't. I don't have money like them. But I'll tell you this. I will always, to the best of my ability, tell the truth, the most logical things, but I'll try to keep some honor. They just sit there, Guy tried to, maybe Ryan Ruth was a Trump supporter. Remember when the second Trump assassin was arrested and the media told us he's a Trump supporter? It's, if you're a Trump supporter, like me and many of you, you would not do that. You want to be here for Trump's inauguration. You want to see Trump's second presidency. You want to see Elon Musk and Trump and Vivek and JD do the things they promised to do. You're excited. You're not blowing up their cars and their buildings. It is only the liberal brain worms that would get them to even say anything like that. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep this one short, simple, to the point. Let's keep praying for the country. We need to remain in prayer, watchful, pray over the schools, pray over your kids, pray over your neighborhoods, your cities, your states. Pray for January 20th. January 6th is almost here. I am worried about January. I have a genuine worry for January 6th. Because Kamala Harris, who ran against Trump, has to stand there in Congress with all of the congressmen, women, and senators in the whole world watching and certify her loss. A dog is the most dangerous when it's cornered. These people are cornered and their time is up, and they know this is where they are dangerous. Ladies and Christopher Little, thank you so much. Patricia Farron, that mainstream media constantly putting crap out there, planting seeds of doubt and fear. That's right. Yeah, I'm worried about this one. Johnson. Tomorrow they're going to be voting. Tomorrow, the House votes for Speaker, and Johnson doesn't have the votes. They need to figure it out before the 6th, or who knows how the 6th is going to play out. It's going to be, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep Congress in prayer. Things have to go smoothly. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll keep you updated. I'll see you in a few hours.